If you look at strength of schedule, the Cleveland Browns have the second hardest schedule. So this draft, they moved down to go get a second first-round pick. So it's a very this has always been a problem with Cleveland, the owner. So this team's not going to win many games. They didn't love the quarterbacks in this class. So they moved down to get a second pick. They would like to get Arch Manning. The Mannings have a history with Jimmy Haslam, Tennessee guys. So Cleveland's not going to win a lot of games. So the question is, Jimmy Haslam, many believe, forced Andrew Berry and Stefanski to draft Shedeur Sanders. They drafted Dillon Gabriel probably a round or two early, hoping to get out of the Shedeur sweepstakes. So the question is, at some point, Haslam's going to come down and say, play Shedeur Sanders, because this is not a great team. So my guess is Joe Flacco wins the starting job. He's the most NFL ready to play. Joe can win you a game or two. And the first 4 weeks, the staff is going to tell him, Shedeur's not ready, Shedeur's not ready. My guess is they go 0-4, maybe they go 1-3. Haslam's going to come down on Sunday, October 5th, and he says, I want Shedeur to play against Minnesota. And the staff's going to say, we're in London, it's rough. Just give us one more week. We don't want Shedeur having to go overseas. It's a big ask. And so they stave off the owner for a week. Flacco loses that game. I believe Shedeur starts Sunday, October 12th. If Flacco wins that game, he'll get another start October 12th against Pittsburgh, and he'll win that game. I do think he'll lose to Miami and New England. They'll have a bye, and then Shedeur, the staff won't be able to hold it off any longer, will play Sunday, November 9th at the Jets. By the way, some tough teams down the stretch for Shedeur. But if you believe, and many do, that the owner, he's the one that wanted Manziel. He's the one that did Deshaun Watson. He's the one that wanted Baker Mayfield. This is an ownership group that likes headlines at quarterbacks. Shedeur's a headline. Dillon Gabriel's not. I mean, we're paying attention to the Cleveland Browns. Like Jerry Jones, they love their team, their logo, they love everything on TV. So my take is Sunday, October 5th in London, after they start 0-4, 1-3, the owner's going to say, that's what I want. And the staff's going to say, give us one more week. Let's not start him in London. If Flacco loses that game, my guess is Shedeur starts October 12th against the Steelers. That's a rough defense, but it's a winnable game. If Flacco wins that game, and I don't think Minnesota is going to be very good. I think letting Sam Darnold go, they're going to be less of a team at quarterback. I think Seattle's going to benefit. I love Darnold. Minnesota's going to pull back significantly with J.J. McCarthy. But if Flacco does beat Minnesota, I think he would also beat Pittsburgh, who could have the worst quarterback room in the league. And then he'd lose the next two. Bye week, let's go with a kid. So I'm going to put it out there. I got lucky years ago. I predicted week 11, Joe Flacco, isn't that ironic? Joe Flacco would get seated behind Lamar Jackson. I think it'll be either Sunday, October 12th or Sunday, November 9th. Because the Browns schedule is brutal. By any account, Giants, and again, a lot of it's brutal because they're not very good. A lot of the Giants' problems are they're not very good. It's not like they played teams with 75% winning percentage. The hardest schedule in the league, like the Giants and the Browns, played teams with a winning percentage last year of like 54%. So it just depends on how good your schedule feels a lot weaker mostly if you have a really good quarterback. And the Browns don't, and the New York Giants don't. J-Mac, you're looking at it right now. If you had to guess, J-Mac, Shedeur starting.
2026 with another team. No, I'm kidding. I don't see it. I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I am, however, seeing love for Dillon Gabriel, Oregon's finest quarterback. They love him. Stefanski loves him. I think he's going to get all the opportunities. And frankly, Stefanski's in a great spot, Colin, because if the owner keeps pushing Shedeur on him and you don't want him, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then when Haslam fires him for not playing Shedeur, Stefanski could come out and say, hey, man, I was coach of the year. I wanted Gabriel. He's a better fit for what we want to do. I didn't want Shedeur. Blame it on the owner. And Stefanski comes out looking clean. I would go under 1.5 starts for Shedeur Sanders this season.
Wow.
You're forgetting about the immortal Kenny Pickett, my friend.